Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will take the first swing of the game. After missing out for more than a decade on the celebratory Stogies, it's becoming a tradition when Tennessee beats Alabama in Neyland. Light up the cigar, throw the goalpost in the Tennessee River, and I think we forget that this was a pretty compelling and dramatic back-and-forth game.
It was a great game, and a lot of mistakes, a lot of fumbles and interceptions, and it wasn't clean. It was a little bit sloppy, but the only thing I remember, Jesse, is Dylan Sampson owning the game late in the football game, and I'm going, this is the Crimson Tide. Like, Alabama getting ran on late, and Tennessee really took that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was sloppy from Tennessee. You had mentioned the turnovers. They turned it over 3 times in that game, and Josh Heupel, I think, in the second half just got to a point where he said, we're just going to run the ball. And in the end of the day, it was Tennessee dominating on the ground, over 200 yards rushing. That was the difference. It'll be interesting to see if they can run the ball in this one.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Vols will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Sends it back in motion. Finding open areas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Bernard. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wants to throw again. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they
reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Volunteers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, did it end with a thud. They got whipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee, so quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball. And you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot. There are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
To the air, it's Aguilar. He'll take a shot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now, there he goes! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll run play action. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Miller.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here. It's rolling here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll do it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Brings up second down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy step back's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got a man, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Puts it out of the air. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Breaks the tackle. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
Miller with the ball. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's at the... and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got it set up on the outside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire...
On third down, he drops to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They booted away on fourth down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. Breaks into the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unloads it left. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown time! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Makes the grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Alabama will get the 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Snap in the shotgun. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him! Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward penalty.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Tide and Vols. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Tennessee plays out.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Vols decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move there. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Simpson. Got his man. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Crimson Tide could get very
aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Again, this is Miller. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some space. They got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Part of the backfield. It's Bernard. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the option. The pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Smithers into space. Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be tricky for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting a design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the play. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Coming out with it, it's Staley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee if he's stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down. Firing deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. And he throws another interception. His 3rd run back. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away. Hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making a pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Trying to get away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Wasting no time forward on this drive. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. He'll keep it himself. Steps away from the defender. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, lower to the first down markers. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd down, his offense already in a world of trouble. They can really use the conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the rush will get to number 25. Man, this defense is decent. You can tell they know they got the lead and they know they have the pass. So they're pinning their ears back, they're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job. You gotta protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ball game. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Fair catch called for and take it at the 30-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense aims to get right back on the ball. Ready to run another play. Ready to make this defense work. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's open on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 39. And the ball's in the hurry up. A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another drive. It's hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver. Give to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Flag in the middle. It's Smith. And he's ridden to the ground.
as the defense gets him on the ground. The Vols line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Miller with the ball. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Got the tight end outside. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Now the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Volunteers hit it quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Rides the back on the option, the give. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Simpson. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Heaves it on the run. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. He's loose. The 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll run the option. Got room to work. Turning it on! And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The give is to Miller. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Simpson. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. The Tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
Tennessee, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Finds his big tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense...
Free up the gut. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Vols are moving quickly down the field.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got his man quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Miller with the ball. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Bernard. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Brings up second down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's reeled in. It's Horton. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. The sure hands, it's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.